Yo, what is up, guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully, you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So, what a bizarre fight. Trey Lippe Morrison defeats Jason Bergman by a third round retirement, I guess you would call it. Essentially, the fight ended when Jason Bergman rolled his ankle in the third round and he could not continue. But that does not tell the full story of this fight. It was a fight where, it had a bit of everything. Controversy, good exchanges, it was a funny fight, man. So those who don't know, Trey Lippe Morrison is the son of Tommy Morrison. But apart from the name, Trey Lippe Morrison does not share the same qualities in the ring as his father had. That has to be said. Going into this fight, Trey Lippe Morrison was 16-0 with 16 knockouts against an extremely low level of competition, whereas Jason Bergman's like a journeyman. He's been around a long time. He came into this fight with a record of 27 wins, 18 defeats and 2 draws. He's basically used to losing when he steps up. He's a journeyman, that's what he is. And, if you're anybody of any consequence, you take care of Jason Bergman in good fashion, and that's not what happened in this fight. In the first round, both guys came out swinging, looking pretty slow, looking pretty clumsy, and, Tommy was landing the harder shots early on in the round, but about midway through round 1, Jason Bergman caught Trey Lippe Morrison with a left hand, like he's a southpaw, so he caught him with a straight left hand, and it dropped Trey Lippe Morrison, blatantly dropped him. But the referee, for whatever reason, called it a slip, and hilariously, man, Jason Bergman lost it. I thought he was going to knock out the ref. He squared up to him, looked like he wanted to tear his head off, man. And, I thought he was going to knock out the ref, in all honesty, but it was a blatant knockdown, so I can understand why Jason Bergman was pissed off. But looking back at it, Jason Bergman would have been better just accepting it and basically jumping on Tommy Morrison's son, Trey Lippe, right away. That's what he should have done, ignored it and basically went right back to work, because I felt Trey Lippe Morrison was slightly hurt after that knockdown. And Jason Bergman won the first round 10-8. The second round was close. Both guys were landing hard shots. Trey Lippe Morrison landing some good hooks to the body, whereas, Jason Bergman was catching him with that left hand to the head. Actually, in round 2, he actually stumbled Trey Lippe Morrison again with that same left hand out of a southpaw stance. So, round 1, round 2, it was kind of looking like Trey Lippe Morrison was going to get knocked out, in all honesty. But round 3, again, more of the same. Both guys kind of swinging wildly. Not really much technique there. Poor balance from both guys. Neither guy all that fast. Neither guy defensively sound. It was basically like watching two club fighters in there, to tell you the truth. Nothing wrong with that. It was very entertaining, but the skill level on display was very low. Nevertheless, round 3, as it played on, Jason Bergman ended up rolling his ankle towards the end of the round, and he couldn't continue, and that was the fight. So Trey Lippe Morrison, technically he won the fight by stoppage, and he moves on now to 17-0 with 17 stoppages. But I have to say, Trey Lippe Morrison, he's not a genuine threat in the heavyweight division. Slow, ponderous. I question his chin now. Defensively awful. Balance is poor. He's just he can hit a bit, he can punch a bit, but that's really it, to be honest. That's all he really possesses. He's a fun fighter, don't get me wrong, but he's not really going to do anything in the sport of boxing. He's just far too limited and far too defensively flawed, if I'm being honest. And, he was on this top-ranked undercard, the undercard of Joe Smith Jr. versus Maxim Vlasov. And if I was top rank, I'd be looking at getting this guy in with Jared Anderson or even F.A. Ajagba, because these guys would smoke Trey Lippe Morrison. From the promoter's perspective, it's a good fight to make, because Trey Lippe Morrison's record on paper looks stellar, 17-0 with 17 knockouts, but in reality, he's really not great at all. So, that's what I would do with Trey Lippe Morrison if I was top rank. If I was Bob Arum, I'd have him fight Jared Anderson, or maybe even F.A. Ajagba, to be honest. But, for what it was a fun fight, but in terms of quality, there really wasn't much there. Anyway, share your thoughts below. It's been your guy Delboy. Peace.